TMTU.
TMTU.
What up to the nation? So good to see y'all guys. Hey, we about to rock. What are we talking about, babe?
Bacon.
You ready to bake? Let's get it. In a life with less strife, that's just right. With pure love and more light, as long as you live it, but he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and third. And just focus on God in his word, cause I'm lit, I'm free. The light I see, switch it up, I'm lit, I see. The light, I'm free, old school, All right, we back. So good to see y'all.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, before we do anything, I got to give some shout outs to my queen, man. She did a thing this weekend.
Okay.
At a women's conference, man, doing it. And we want to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we just kind of want to do a
we baking today.
Yeah, we just want to do a little recap.
Yeah. Now, before you do anything, hey, stop shacking up with us. Immediately. Hey, we need you to subscribe on the YouTube channel, The Marriage Tune -up. I'm gonna say it again, baby. The Marriage Tune -up. That's where you want to be at. That way, you always get to see your OC girl, your Brooklyn pastor. What up, baby? Rocking and rolling for you. And hey, big ups to where we are now as well. Another platform.
Yeah.
Man, hey, you keep rocking with Jesus, man. He'll take you higher.
Yeah, elevate you.
Yeah, you don't need no weed. All you need is some Jesus, man. And that's a beautiful thing. Hey, urbansoultv.com is where you're going to be able to check us as well. We're on Roku TV. So, hey, go out to Walmart. Yeah, and YouTube. But go out to Walmart, buy your Roku TV. I know you got the 96-inch. Throw that one out. Throw it out. Don't get you a 27-inch Roku TV.
Not 27.
Not 27 now. They got some big ones too, real talk.
They
and you're going to be able to check us on urbansoultv, man. .com. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing. So, babe, we're talking about bacon.
We're talking about bacon. We're talking about bacon?
You're talking about bacon, yeah. Because
not bacon like you eating, but we're talking about baking.
Man.
Like baking a cake.
Hey, I like that. I like that. But hey, I love the way you it's an analogy for marriage.
Yeah. Oh, you got that? You got that?
Absolutely. Bacon, man. Hey, this marriage thing is no joke.
It's a baking process.
And sometimes it feels like you in that oven.
Yeah. Sometimes it feel like we on
broil
with the flame right there.
The top rack.
Yeah.
Man.
That's what it feels like.
Hey, you got to do things the right way. Real talk. So, babe, where you want to go with it? You want to start asking questions, or you want to just talk about the analogy a little bit?
Yeah, I want to say so. This past weekend, I was able to participate in a conference, at a speaking engagement at a conference at our church. Shout out to Crossword Christian Church in Moreno Valley. Yeah, and my girlfriend,
Courage Girl, all of them.
My girlfriend Nisha Elliott.
Transformation Tuesday.
Shout out to Anisha and Transformation Tuesday. She had a conference called the Mrs. His.
Mrs. His.
Mrs. His. Yeah, it is. And so she asked me to speak. And so she told me I could speak about anything. And so I decided to speak on how marriage can be equated to baking a cake.
Yeah, man. I received that. You're gonna see it soon too. You're gonna see it soon what she's talking about.
Yeah, so I just kind of unpack that analogy or whatever. It was a wives conference. It's the first time I've ever been to a wives conference. It's not, just a women's conference. It was a wives conference. So that was what was so dope about it, was that it was for wives only.
Hey, I think some people got blessed in it, my dude.
I do too.
Yeah, real talk.
And I mean, because I know I was blessed, right? So in doing the research and putting it together, I was definitely blessed. And so I just we kind of talked about in terms of cake, our marriage, some of the ingredients that we will need in our marriage, just like for baking a cake, there's some ingredients that you will need in baking our marital cake. So you and I when we got married on December 19th, 1998, that
was a good year.
We became Mrs. and Mrs. and Mr. and Mrs. But I mean, and husband and wife, but our baking process, as in, you know, that started on that day.
Yes, it
so
did.
Just kind of unpack that or whatever. And so
got a couple of burnt pieces on there first.
Yeah.
We good now. It's so moist now. So juicy. No, cake ain't supposed to be.
Cake be juicy, baby.
Man, don't let your cake be juicy.
It can be moist and liquidy.
Liquidy.
But yeah, so we just kind of talked about that. So the first thing I asked the ladies was, okay, so first of all, I asked them if they like to bake. Yeah. Anybody that like to bake? A lot of people actually raise their hand and say they like to bake. And then the first thing I asked, you do not like to bake, babe?
I can bake a little bit. I can get a little bake on, bro.
Cook, babe.
I can get my bake on too, bro. I'm ambidextrous with mine, son. I'm trying to tell you.
Oh gosh.
Real talk.
I can't say ambidextrous. So the first thing I asked them was like, what type of cake would they be? Yeah. And I gave them the choices of what type of cake they could be.
Okay.
And so
what type of cake are you?
And I asked them, so what type of cake would you be and why? And so I'm gonna ask you. So I'm gonna ask you the question. What type of cake would you be? Would you be a chocolate cake? Would you be a pound cake? Would you be a carrot cake because you nutty and you got good vision? Or would you be a cheesecake because you kind of cheesy?
Okay.
Or would you be a lemon cake because you kind of sour? Or would you be a fruit cake because you're kind of fruity and you never spoil?
Nah. Hey, I would be the chocolate cake.
Okay.
Because it's
or
sweet.
You could be any other type of cake.
Nah, I'm good on the chocolate, bro. Because the blacker the berry, sweeter the
juice. What about red velvet?
Nah, I'm good on that, bro. I ain't got to put no dye in it. Chocolate, straight chocolate is decadent. It's sweet. And man, I give you a cavity, girl.
Oh God!
I give you a cavity. Yeah,
you are so silly.
That's my. Hold on. What about you? What?
I would say that I was a cream. I said that I'm a cream cheesecake. Okay. I would say I'm a cream cheesecake. My shout out to Clarissa, our neighbor. She makes the best cream cheesecake.
You mean Kalisha?
What I say,
Clarissa? You said Clarissa. I'm like,
so
who
sorry.
is she talking about? The one
Kalisha.
From the TV show? Kalisha, man.
Kalisha, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. She makes the best cream cheesecakes ever.
I ain't even going to front and hold on that one.
And so, matter of fact, I can go for a slice of that right now, but I just gave it to my son, my last 2 pieces to my son. I gave it to my son. You know, just give him a little treat. And so, and I said the reason why I would be a cream cheesecake is because you don't expect that. You don't expect to have cream cheese in a cake and it tastes good.
Man, so good.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I would say that I was a cream cheesecake.
I love it.
But then I told the women about the ingredients.
We're talking about us now. Let's go to us rather than the women.
So so I'm just so I'm just telling the people out here, the listeners, how we got about to this.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I just talked about that, and I just kind of talked about the different ingredients. There's several different ingredients that are needed for a cake to make a marital cake, and so I just kind of went through those and kind of equated them to like flowers equated to whatever that
right. So but we're gonna get into it.
We're gonna get into it. So let's get into it.
Let's jump, Froggy.
Okay. So the first ingredients that I said that we talked about for a marital cake would be flour. The flour will be it's the base. It is the foundation of the cake. And so flour equals foundation. And I said that I believe that the foundation should be Christ.
Right. Love it.
The foundation of our marriage, of our marital cake has to be Christ.
Yeah. So true.
What do you think about that?
No, absolutely. If Christ ain't the big bowl that you putting everything in, you got some issues. Real talk. Because you try to put it in a little bowl, little cup, hey, things are gonna overflow. It's gonna spill. It's gonna stain everything. You're gonna have some problems. So man, we need Christ
absolutely
at the center, holding everything together. I'm with that.
Okay,
yeah, definitely. That.
I asked the ladies this. I asked, what is your foundation? What is your foundation? So I want to ask you, what do you believe is at the core of who you are as Aaron? Yeah,
I think now I'm always relating back and forth to a now and then. And then, it was money, power, respect, women, drugs, sex. Was that women?
That was at the core.
That was at the core. I'm just being real. Yeah, real talk.
Oh, who you were?
Yeah. But now, it's God. It's God. I want God in everything I do, because I noticed when it was the other stuff, hey man, it was trouble. It was trouble in our marriage. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was problems.
I feel like
after problem after problem, man. But I think now I don't think there's anything that we can't handle because we know that we rocking with God first and foremost.
Right,
so that would be mine. What about yours? What do you think?
I would say my foundation is definitely right now. I'm gonna do it then, and I'm gonna do now.
Okay,
too.
okay. I would
say before my foundation would be my parents. I feel like they were my foundation.
Yeah, it ain't God, but it's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. I believe that now. My foundation is definitely. I'm okay. I think it's shared. If I'm being honest,
hey, that's like we only gonna be real with y'all.
I feel like it's honest. I feel like my foundation is God as well as my husband.
Okay, I'll take that.
I feel like you are like deeply embedded in my foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sometimes too much.
Yeah, I think you're deeply embedded in my foundation. So I think it's shared. So it definitely needs to be. It has to. I mean, we serve a jealous God.
Yeah,
so it definitely needs to be. It needs to be God by himself. But I am definitely. Committed to it being God being my foundation.
Here's the cold piece. Hey, I don't mind being second to God.
That's your rightful place.
I do not exactly.
That's your rightful place.
I do not mind at all.
Right.
Yeah, so that's all good. But I love the foundation. I love that. It kind of because when we talk about baking a cake, we're not talking about Ike Turner. We're not talking about him, right? Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake. Yeah. We talk about 50, right?
Right.
Well, I love you like what?
Like a fat kid loves cake.
I know that's right, boy. And that's how I feel about you, even when the size is burnt a little bit. Okay.
Also, I asked in the foundation. I'm asking you.
There we go.
Okay. I'm asking you. What are you committed to? Because the foundation it shows you what your commitment is.
Yeah.
Your commitment, your foundation. That's what you are committed to. So what would you say as a husband, as a married man? Yeah. What are you committed to?
Yeah. Again, we always can rock the now and then. Now is God and family. Real talk right there. I think everything else will fall where it may if I try to put those two things in order. Remember back in the day, and I told Kay back in the day, man, straight up Marine. That's all I ever wanted to be.
The Marine was your foundation.
That's it. But I told you that. Yeah. I was brutally real with her. Very, very, very truthful. Very, very. Hey, I said,
brutally real.
Dude,
okay.
Hey, it's the core, and it's my kids. Did I say you next?
I don't think I ranked.
Boom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
that's crazy. That's crazy because
how you tell your wife that?
Boom. Well, I don't think you was
your wife. I was your wife.
Oh.
It was right. It was in our first year.
No, but that, man,
I was your wife.
Hey, but that tells you how out of line I was. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest with you. I apologize for that. Real talk. Okay. If I've never done that, I apologize, man. But yeah, I said I know I said the core and then my kids. But God was like, oh really? Well, let me show you a thing and put the pause on you.
He put the pause on you, man. He put
the pause on me. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
He definitely put the pause on me. But I would say, what am I committed to? And look, going forward right now, we're gonna strictly say on the now.
Okay, I like it.
We're gonna really talk about it. So going forward, we're just gonna talk about
here's the only reason I always bring up the then, because now I don't want our audience, I don't want y'all to think, oh, they're so perfect, because we are so far from that. So I like to kind of relate let you know, hey, bro, don't let the smooth taste fool you. You don't know the shoes that we walked in and how busted they was. They was leaning to the side
like this.
They had some holes in the bottom.
Yeah, for real.
Couple of squiggly things.
Flapping.
Exactly. So that's the only reason I said it. But I get it. Okay, we'll rock with the now, and hopefully somebody say, oh, they're so bougie now.
I know, but we're not. But anyway, really? You committed to. So I'm asking myself, exactly. What am I committed to? So what I'm committed to now is I'm committed to being the best person that I could be.
Okay.
I'm committed to walking in my purpose. I told a lady this past Saturday too. I told her that because she was just saying, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what. And I told her that you know how you can find what your purpose is by the thing that caused you the most pain. It's oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes your pain, the greatest source of your pain. could be your purpose.
Because I was a pain in your ass. Come on, we can be real here.
Man.
And then here you are now
talking about marriage. And I told her that.
God,
and I told her that. I was like, it's so funny. So I said my greatest source of pain in my lifetime was my marriage.
Yeah, because I think God was like, no, you get Coop. Because not X gonna give it to you, Coop gonna give it to you, man. You know, so oh man, Lord Jesus, but thank you. Because it helped both of us.
Right.
And now, like you said, the flower. The main thing, the main foundation, we got it now.
Yes.
Oh,
the base
man,
has to be Christ.
Because we didn't have it, babe.
Right. No, we didn't. We knew of them or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely right now, I'm definitely that word. That's our word for the month. I mean, for the year is committed.
Committed.
So
committed.
So committed. So commitment. But I'm definitely committed now to walking in my purpose, and I believe that is definitely guided by Christ. So the foundation and the commitment has to be to Christ. And I know that He will guide and show me the path for the path for my purpose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
Yes.
Right?
And lean not. That's my mama.
On your own understanding. And He will
direct your path.
Yeah.
That's my mama Proverbs 3:5. Yeah. I know that by heart. Yeah. Everybody should know it. One big scripture ups, by heart.
Man, big ups Lucy P.
Yeah. So definitely Christ, in my opinion, Christ has to be to be the foundation.
I love it. Yeah.
Another part of foundation is trust.
Okay.
Another ingredient. So within the foundation has to be trust.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, if you will, it's kind of like flour. It's like cake flour.
Okay, so it's the right type of flour. Okay.
So it's the right type of flour.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So trust would be with embedded within the foundation.
Love it.
The foundation is
a cake flour.
A cake flour.
It's gonna make it better.
So how do you feel about trust? Do you struggle with trust?
Hey, I'm not gonna front. I do. Why do you
feel like you struggle with trust?
Because of the way I was raised, the things that I let into my ear gate and my eye gate. It formed a type of heart or mindset. You know what I'm saying? Especially being from Brooklyn. Hey, so you're raised, hey man, you don't trust nobody. You don't trust nobody, don't take nothing from nobody, don't smile at nobody, don't show nobody no weakness, those type things. So now you get with God and Christ is like, no, you got to be the exact opposite. I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? Or Messiah? What you talking about, Messiah? Right? Dude, so it's hard. And now, so if you've been that way your whole life, and now you come into a marriage, and it's like, yeah, I'm supposed to trust you with everything, but it's still like, I don't want you to hurt me. I don't need to show you that. You're not going to accept me like this. So it's hard. But with God, I got to be like, look, He already know, bro. He already knows. So I might as well just, here you go. So He can help me with it.
You know what? I think for trust, you have to have a certain level of vulnerability,
man,
in order to trust people.
Yeah.
And once we don't like to be like that. We do not like to be vulnerable, even with our spouses.
Yeah.
I'm actively and I'm being intentional about working on being vulnerable.
We gotta be. We gotta
doing
be.
that.
I agree.
Just like today when I came downstairs to talk to you about
you thought I was gonna chew your head off, huh?
Yeah, but
you don't know what I'm James Evans. I'm James Ford.
He didn't mean no more trouble. So I'm just saying, it took something for me to be vulnerable with you.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, because I love. But I was thinking today, right?
What was you thinking?
Because we got into it last night, y'all. Marriages do that, right? We didn't really get into it, but the discussion was a little like, we're gonna leave this right here. We're gonna table it. So I'm glad you came down. But so I'm on the phone with one of my clients, and it's a female. She calls and says, "Yo, my husband fell and he hit his head, and now he's out of it. And I'm trying to see if I can get a wheelchair, a shower chair, and a walker. So how hard does this cat had to hit his head, right?
Wow.
And so she's like, I don't know when he's gonna come out of it. Can I get occupational therapy for him? So that tells me he's really, and I started thinking to myself, because that tells me he's really toe up. I said, man, if I hit my head like that, man, would Kay take care of me like that? Because she's calling, think about it, she's calling for a husband. Now, the Brooklyn in me is saying what most women, because again, I'm trained not to trust anybody. And I'm like, some women be like, well, Too bad.
He'd be like, David, man, black
boom,
woman.
boom. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
In the wheelchair.
And I really started thinking like, man, would Kay take care of me if I had a fall like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I would take care of you.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Because I would take care of you, my dude. I want to let you know that.
I know.
I'd be like, yo, man, you just going to have to lay on your side like this.
This,
you know what I'm saying?
Right here.
I'm just not, but I'm still with you. Right. I'm just being honest. I'm still with you.
Right.
You know,
right.
I was like, man, would Kay stay? Would she help me? Mm-hmm. Would she help me rehab? You know? Mm-hmm. So trust, man, it's a big thing.
I definitely would.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I definitely would.
Make me cry right now.
Man, of course I would stay and take care of you, man. Are you serious? That's crazy.
Hey, that's what the word say, till death do us part.
Man,
sickness and health.
Yeah.
But some people don't think of the covenant. I
mean, I pray and ask God every day, please, Lord, cover him. Keep him. Yeah. Keep me, keep us. Let us be like 85.
Yeah,
90.
we got to start being more vulnerable. And I'm going to do my best not to hurt you when you're vulnerable. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I would hope and pray that you would do the same for me, man, if we're really in this thing.
Definitely. We really in this thing, babe.
Hey, we in this thing?
We in this thing.
I know eat the cake anime.
No. So eggs.
Eggs. Okay, tell me about some eggs.
Eggs is the next thing, the next ingredient that we talked about.
Okay.
So you know what's so funny? So since I put the whole speech together, everything I think about now, I think about it in terms of cake.
Okay, I ain't mad at that.
So I was thinking today, I was like, okay, let's talk about eggs. Eggs means flexibility. Because you know how eggs, when you scrambling your eggs or whatever, it's
they're going everywhere. They go everywhere,
and it ties everything together.
Okay.
Eggs tie the ingredients in the cake together.
Love it. Are you flexible in your marriage?
Yeah. So that's
I'm asking you that, bro.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Are you flexible? Boom. Thank you for being honest, my dude. Because I'm like,
no.
I think I give in on a lot of things.
You do.
But I'm like, I ask you for like, I don't want to do that.
No.
It's not what I want to do.
No.
And then we wound up having this like discussion of, okay, here's why I don't want to do it. And now I got to come into Matlock. Here's why I think you should do it. And it's like flexibility. I think we need more eggs.
Yeah, we need more eggs.
Hey, I think in our marriage, we only have one egg right now. How many eggs you supposed to put in the cake?
3.
Oh, dogs.
And then 4 if you want to be real light.
Bro, I think you was like, and you did like this with the
only put the yolk. I mean, the white. I put the egg whites in. That's it.
I thought you was gonna say the egg shell. Dude, bro,
no,
you sure you put the egg shell?
No, I put the egg. I just put the egg white. I just put the egg white. Yeah, and left the yolk. I didn't give you that for one.
Man, for one.
Yeah,
for one.
I'm serious. You right.
So here's my thing, bro. What you gonna do about it, man?
Hey, man, I can give it to you. But what you gonna do with it?
I
said I'm gonna work on it. I told you that I'm working on these ingredients of these cake. I mean, these ingredients of our marital cake.
And here's the thing, man. I just don't think I'm the old Gunny Cooper or James Evans. I just don't think I'm that dude anymore. Where I'll be like, okay, babe, sure. You okay? You want to do this? Okay, sure. Okay, you want to? And I'm like, bro, I remember a time, but I don't want to be that. I just want us to. I tell Kay all the time, dude, I don't really think there's any reason for us to argue anymore.
There's really not.
There's really not.
But Aaron and I, we're not just talking about it. We counsel people, but now we're going to counseling.
Yeah,
we're going to counseling,
absolutely.
And it's really, it's really, really helping us.
Hey,
I really,
Hey, everyone needs someone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I said this on our previous podcast before. Hey, a doctor needs a doctor. A lawyer needs a lawyer. Counselors need a counselor,
right?
Or at least an accountability crew. Right. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. So, hey, don't get it twisted thinking you could do it all by yourself, TMTU Nation. Yeah. You get punched in the face.
Boom.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
How many lumps you want?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Real talk. But eggs. I like it, baby.
Eggs. So yeah. So I'm thinking So I definitely could work on my flexibility. Here's the reason why. Mm-hmm. The reason why, but again, not talking about the past. Here's the thing. I feel like we could talk about the past. I just can't live it anymore.
Come on, man. Hey, dude, that's helping somebody out there.
Yeah,
you say that again?
Yeah, I feel like we could talk about the past. I just can't live it anymore.
Live in the past.
I just can't live it anymore.
Dude.
And so what the counselor has helped me to see is that, just like when I said, oh, well, I'm triggered. He triggered me, or whatever. He was like, you just have to, when you triggered, when you trigger, it's triggering you, and you have to just consciously tell yourself that
I'm not there right now.
I'm not there.
Yeah, and it's not happening.
I'm present. That happened. Yes, that did happen, but that's not happening now.
Real talk.
That's not. I'm living. I have to live where it is right now.
you.
Even though you triggered me, it is something that you said. It reminded me of something that already happened. But I'm not living there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you trying to work on that because I think that goes into, like you said, the flexibility. TM2 Nation, are you having enough eggs in your cake, which is marriage? Meaning, is there enough flexibility? No, everybody's not. I'm not doing this. I ain't doing it. No, dude, we're supposed to sacrifice for one another,
right?
As unto Christ, right? So come on, let's get better at that, man. You got one egg in yours. You need 4, bruh. bruh. You need 4. Yeah, I should say, bruh, man, right? You need 4. You know, come on, stop playing.
So,
where we at?
So we're talking about. So when we were talking about the eggs, I came across this study called the compromise versus the marital negotiation. And so in explaining that, I was saying that compromise is a win-lose situation. And do you feel like you compromise in with me?
Yeah, I do.
So you feel like you lose sometimes?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Real talk.
Yeah, so it was saying that compromise is a win-lose situation. One partner wins their way, the other partner loses. Right. You know what I mean? So that can create, if you keep doing that, that can create an imbalance. Yeah. You always feel like you lose, or I always feel like I win, or I feel like I always lose, and I feel like you always win. You know what I mean? So that's when we're compromising or whatever. That's why you laughing?
No, I just started thinking about last night.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, you not feeling me, you know, but I'm like, hey, what's up with some love making, some sex, and you compromise. Okay, I won. You didn't really want to do it, bro. So it's like you lost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To the point you was like, hey, man, it's kind of transactional. And I was like, thank you. Swipe my debit card. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good, you know. But I ain't mad at that. But I thank you for the compromise on that.
And so and then marital negotiation is a win-win. Okay. So it's like when you bring an agenda, I want to have sex tonight, babe. Okay. And then, or I want to have sex more. Okay. Or whatever.
Maybe it was a negotiation.
Yeah. And so then it was like, then you negotiate. Right. You say what you want. Right. Then I say what I want.
Because it did calm me down.
And then we go back and you know we negotiate till we both come to where we both feel like we have won. We walked away with something.
Because I think when you came in this morning to the office, because we had got together last night.
How we get together?
Yeah, little
flip flop. Yeah. Goose gosh.
Yeah, but I'm very glad. I'm very glad because what it did is it brought my defenses down where you were able to come in there and we were able to have an adult conversation, you know, rather than wrecking the house, you know.
Yeah, so that's eggs. Okay. And so so I
like that
flexibility. So remember, flexibility. So flower is the foundation. Flower and trust. Flower is trust and
foundation and trust.
Foundation.
Yeah.
And
then need some eggs, which is flexibility. And inside of there, that's not so much compromise, but marriage negotiation. You know, let's talk with each other. Can we talk? Hey, yeah, that part right there. Okay.
And then the next one is butter.
Okay, butter.
Talked about butter.
BUDDA.
You got that butter love.
Oh, that was a cut back.
That was a cut, huh? Back in 90.
That was Nextel?
Next.
Oh, I said Nextel. I'm tripping.
That was a phone, babe. Cheep, cheep. That was a quick phone. But yeah, so you got that butter love.
Okay.
So
what's butter all about?
Butter is about communication.
Okay, man.
So how we communicate.
That's big in the marriage.
So we need butter.
That's big in the marriage.
So we got to butter it up. So we talked about butter. That's a key ingredient, being able to butter. Yeah. So and then we talked about how we gave some tips. We gave some tips on how to communicate. Okay. How do we communicate? Number one thing is our tone. I'm talking to the wives. Yeah. You know,
you're talking to us now. You're talking to us.
So even the women on here and the men on here as well. Tone of voice. Yeah. Tip number one.
That's for us too, though.
Yeah. Tone of voice, body language.
Yeah. I think tone of voice for me, real quick, is I have to train myself because I notice I'm conversing with you and I don't want it to sound like, but it seems to me like it comes out like, duh, like You didn't know that? And I'm like, bro, I'm tripping. I need to watch that and just be careful because you my boo, you my babe, you know. So okay, body language.
So first one is tone of voice. Second one is body language.
Hey, that's all you, bro.
What you mean?
I remember back in the day, Kane would be like this. Here's Kay, or like this. Now, I've been trained in body language, right? Ooh. So I'd be telling her, Kay, take your hands off your hips while you talking to me.
And I used to hate that.
Take your hands, unfold your hand. That means you're not receiving me.
I used to hate that. Oh my gosh.
It's true though.
Look, you are not the gunnery sergeant at the house.
Take your hands off your hips, Kay.
I can't stand and listen to you like this.
Look how you looking though. Look at that.
But I'm still listening to you though.
Man, so that's the look of you stupid.
No, I'm listening to you.
You out your mind.
So does it stop my hearing?
It blocks everything, babe. Hey, look it up. Look it up, y'all. Statistically, look it up.
Me being like this.
That's right.
Okay, yeah. How come my arms just can't be tired?
It's a form of defensive walk. Yep. It's a form of defense. Turn it that way, Jay. I'll tech cat telling us, okay, we got about 30 minutes yet. Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah. So
hey, look it up. Most communication coaches, life coaches, gonna tell you if you like this, you blocking everything, my dude. You're not receiving nothing.
What you think about that? You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. What y'all think about that? Exactly. Thank you for agreeing with me.
Whatever. Timing. Timing.
Ooh.
Timing is So I thought I waited because I could have come down early this morning when you first got up and came downstairs.
I don't think that would have been.
But I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till I know that he's already had his break. He's walked to the mailbox. He's not real sleepy. Yeah. You know, he's already. You know, he's awake now. He starts the day. Yeah, he was awake. He was awake by the time I came down. So let me go down and talk to him. Yeah. So my timing is. I timed it to come down and talk to you.
Yeah, I think that was perfect. You know, forgive me if my timing was off last night.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Butter also is validation.
Okay, so it's two things.
Two things. Butter. Yeah, it's so key that it's two things.
Okay, love that.
It's communication. It's also validation. We want to make sure that we're validating each other. Yeah. You know, validating each other's feelings. You know what I mean? Again, I think vulnerability plays a part in that as well. We want to be able to be vulnerable with our spouses, and we want to be able to validate their feelings, not make them feel like you stupid. Why you even feel like that? Why you even? Yeah. We want to make sure that we're validating their feelings. That's butter. So do you feel like we can? Do you feel like we need butter in our relationship?
Yeah. Feel like I think we can always use some more butter. Honestly, everything we've mentioned so far. I think the bigger the bowl, the better, because that's God. You know what I'm saying? So let's get one of these bowls. You know what I'm saying? You got.
I remember the counselor saying to us that if you can communicate with your spouse, you're good. Any marriage your marriage can be successful if you can communicate with your spouse. Your marriage can be successful because if you can talk, that means you could work things out. You could. If you can talk, you can plan. If you could talk, you can. If you can communicate with your spouse, and really, I want to take it further and say not just communicate, but I do think that a lot of people misunderstand that communication is more than just talking. Okay. It's listening, but it's also comprehending. Right. So it's talking, it's listening, and it's comprehending. Like, what did you hear me say? Because like I could have said something to you. But that's not how how I meant for it to go out.
I heard you say "get out."
It's not how you say it's not maybe how you perceived it, or how you heard it. Yeah. So like, how did you hear that? I said this. How did you hear it?
You make me sick right now. I heard you say "get out." I heard you say "leave."
You see,
I see what you're saying there. So butter. Hey, better understanding definitely does a lot. Yeah, I put that with it.
Wait, what?
Butter. BUDDA, better understanding definitely does a lot.
Wow. You did that right now?
Sting.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's good, man.
Okay. Hey, we'll keep it in there.
That's actually good. Yeah. Hey, write that down so we can keep that, babe.
For the mom.
Write that down. What is it again?
Better understanding, right? Between definitely does a lot. Butter.
Wow. Okay.
Or is that really Buddha? No, I'm sorry.
You're dumb. Okay. The next one is sugar. This is a very important one. I really spent some time on this one because respect is so important. Respect is so important to men. And I think, that It's important to women too,
right?
Because if I know that women, like it says that women need to feel loved and men need to feel respected. But I feel like women need to feel respected too. Like, respect my feelings. A wife wants to be heard. She wants to know that she's heard. That goes back to the butter with the validation.
Right.
I want to know that you heard me, and then it comes, so it comes across with
that would validate you.
You see what I'm saying? I want to know that you heard, even if you don't agree. Did you hear me?
Can we agree to disagree?
I hate that.
Don't do that?
Yeah. So I think these are key ingredients: butter and now sugar. Sugar. So sugar equals the respect in the marriage.
Like that.
Yeah. So how important is respect to you, babe?
Hey, we definitely need some sugar. It's very, very important. And I've said that often in our marriage. What are we? We're gonna be 24 this year?
We'll be 25.
We're gonna be 25 this year. You don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted some respect in my house. I just want to come home and have peace. I said that a lot of So I think it's, and I'll speak for every man on that one. Right. Yeah, usually I don't do that.
Yeah,
because there's at least one cat I was like, no, I don't need respect. Get out of here, Mookie. You know what I'm saying? But most cats do. Hey, man, that respect is a big thing. But I agree with you. If I want it, I should give it.
Definitely.
And vice versa. And we've heard a lot of times, we've heard our bishops say, we've heard other pastors and scholars say, dude, come on, man. We should be trying to outgive each other. Well, we should be really trying to outgive each other in the sugar area, which is respect.
We talked about so the sugar respect for women. That's something that we definitely need to give to our husbands. It's almost like. Is it almost like air?
Man,
is it almost like? Is it almost like?
Yeah, I think when y'all get mad, or I don't have a lot. This ain't no polygamy thing. I think when you get mad, you start rationing out the sugar. You know what I'm saying? I
got a sugar shortage.
Yeah, so I don't know what the measuring is on the sugar, but you might. If you were supposed to put a cup, or you know what I'm saying, you got one of them little tablespoons. Not even a tablespoon. Can I go teaspoon? Is there something smaller than a teaspoon? A me spoon. I'm gonna put what I want to put. You know, she do like this. How that dude do like this? He do like this with the sugar. Yeah. I'm like, bro, what's going on? What did I do?
A little dash.
Yeah, little dash. Mrs.
A little dash.
Yeah, real talk.
Respect.
Yeah. So that's got to be a lot in there.
Yeah.
Give me cavities.
Yeah,
real talk.
I definitely, I definitely, I know. Yeah, I definitely need to work on the sugar.
But I will too. I need to work on the sugar. I want to share. It says right here in Ephesians 5:33, says, however, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself. Okay. And the wife must respect her husband. Yeah. So we can add that. I must do the same.
Yeah. I definitely need to make sure that I don't have I think at times, especially when I get mad at you or whatever, that there's a sugar shortage.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
I got a little sugar shortage, so I'm
but
definitely gonna work on that.
You're not a doormat, a stepping stone, or how that guy say a comfortable shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, said a comfortable slipper.
Yeah, you're not any of that. I need to treat you like the red bottom that you are.
But yeah. The red bottom?
Yeah. I'll slip that in there.
This cat right here.
What's next, babe?
Salt.
Salt
brings the balance.
Okay.
Salt brings the balance.
Do we have balance?
So, I feel like we have, you know what? Actually, I do. I do feel like we have a balance.
Okay.
Now.
Hey, well, can a seesaw be balanced?
Yeah, seesaw.
It balances on it.
Yeah. I think that
we still have our ups and downs, right? That's what I mean by seesaw.
I definitely think we have. We still, every marriage is gonna have ups and downs.
I agree.
Every marriage is gonna have that.
I just don't think they need to. At some point, Pastor Barry said it. Big ups to Pastor Barry Knight. It's like, dude, when we gonna get spiritually mature? You know what I'm saying? And say, dude, it's really not that big. It's really not something to burn the house down, and it's really not something to start letting your thoughts in your mind just run so far into the dark that you like, where I'm at.
I think there's areas where there's areas that we are more spiritually mature in this area versus other areas. I think it's always going to be that way. Yeah. Maturing to me is the baking process.
I hear that.
So we're baking.
So it's going to be
baking.
Heat, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, if we know it's going to be heat, then we've got
need heat.
Right. I agree.
You need heat in order to bake.
Yeah. Or you're going to you got to withstand it. You got to because it's going to help you get better.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
So if I know that, then there's no reason for me, like we said, if you can't withstand the heat, get your tail out the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Well, I need to hold because I know the heat is going to be beneficial to us both.
Right.
But I think sometimes we get in the heat and we're like,
yeah.
And then hey, and it's like, bro, let's just calm down.
Yeah.
And hold. And matter of fact, let's hold each other's hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this rather than this. Mm-hmm. And I think you like, no, I don't believe you, bro. Mm-hmm. And it gets kind of.
It's a baking process.
He's gonna keep taking us through it though.
It's a process, babe.
But
I do feel like we have balance. I feel like we have balance in certain areas. In some areas, I do feel like we have balance in certain areas. Can we work on other areas that we need to work on? Absolutely.
Hey, what areas did you need to have more salt and more balance in your marriage?
Make it salty.
Yeah, a little seasoning.
A little seasoning with some salt. Seasoning. That's the word. Say little seasoning with the salt.
How your cousin say that? Larry's. That Tony Crochet. Yeah, we need some of that.
Girl, my cousin said, you got that Larry's.
Yeah, you got to put that Larry's on it.
You got to put the Larry's on it. We were like, Larry's.
So look, did you have some Larry's in your marriage?
Larry's. It's Larry's seasoning salt.
I'm going to stay with a cousin with the Larry's and the Tony Crochet. Yeah, I'm going to stay with
that. Not Tony Crashing, but Tony Crochet.
All right, what's next, man? What else we got?
Milk.
Some
cake recipes call for milk.
I received that, man. Milk makes the body good.
Yeah. So milk represents forgiveness. That's something that every marital cake needs. Every marital cake needs forgiveness. There are going to be areas that you're going to have to forgive. Not only forgive your spouse for doing things, but there's things that I have to forgive myself for.
I received
in the marriage. And that things that have happened, because we will walk in shame, or we'll live in shame, and or we'll live, we'll hold ourselves like, oh man, we don't forgive forgive ourselves for immaturity.
Right.
There was times that we
I love that you said milk in a cake recipe generally makes the texture lighter. And don't you want your marriage to be light rather than so heavy and stronger? Oh man. Man, I want that in my marriage. And hey, check the date, bruh. Check the date
on the milk.
Don't keep no milk in your refrigerator that's from January 2020.
But don't be like my kid Keenan too. He'd be like, "Hey, so the expiration date will say January 27, 2020, right? And it'll be January 26. He'd be like, "Oh, it's not good no more.
It's gotta go.
Like
it's gotta go."
It says best sold by. This cat won't even smell it to see if it's still good or nothing. It's like, 26, gotta go.
Hey, but you know if your milk is spoiled.
You know if your milk is spoiled.
You know if it is. Yes, you do. Yes, come on, y'all. Let's be real with yourself.
Yeah.
You know if your milk is spoiled. That means you need to throw that out and you need to give some forgiveness, man. Yeah. That's gonna make your marriage lighter and stronger.
If it's spoiled, that means you holding on. That means you're holding a grudge. That means you're holding on to things.
If your milk is spoiled,
if your milk, it's like you holding on to spoiled milk and you lactose intolerant.
Oh, that just made my stomach hurt right there.
Yeah, so you got to have forgiveness.
And I love that because the word says,
"Do." I got to go deeper with that.
Man, because the word says, "Do." And just paraphrasing here. So why should I forgive you if you're not forgiving another?
Yeah.
So you holding on to that?
Yeah.
Dude, it's going to curdle you.
It says right here in Ephesians 4:32, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. So we have to be forgiving of ourselves as well as others, especially our spouse. The closest people to us are our spouses. We have to be forgiving for that.
Babe, you had a question. I don't know if you want to hit it or not. Hey, how many of us in here struggle with forgiveness? Yeah, I'm gonna raise my hand.
How many of us have spoiled milk?
Yeah. I still got. I got some in the bottom shelf.
Outdated milk.
It's all the way to the back.
Is it powdered?
Oh Lord, it's cheese. It's cheese now. It's Gouda. It's some Gouda cheese, man. Hey, let's throw that out.
Throw it out.
And let's get with some forgiveness, man. Some nice fresh milk, right?
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We got 2 more.
Okay.
Baking soda. That means
a lot of cats don't think about that.
Baking soda.
Yeah.
You only need a little bit.
Only a little bit.
You only need a little bit.
Really?
It goes a long way.
Okay, I was about to say, I want a lot of that.
A little bit goes a long way, babe. A little bit goes a long way.
That's true.
So that's baking soda means love and romance. A little bit goes a long way. You just need a dash, but a little bit goes a long way.
And baking soda is so multi or general purpose. Dude, do you know you can use that thing on anything and everything, and it's going, hey, I got your back. Love and romance. Man, do you have some baking soda in your marriage?
Love and romance.
So, hey, Kay and I, we like to think about the 2-2-2 rule. Remember the 2-2-2?
Yes.
Hey, every 2 weeks, go out on a date, man. Stop playing. Dude, okay, it could be a picnic in the park. It could be a walk. Just do something every 2 weeks. Every 2 months, go out for a weekend. Okay. Let's. We know it's crazy right now. Recession. I don't know. This economy crazy.
Right.
Even if it's just one day, one night away, and every 2 years, you'll go away for the week.
Exactly.
Try the 2-2-2 rule. Real talk. No, we're not talking about the deuce that we used to drink. 22s was crazy back. 22 ounces.
I never did that back.
Oh, maybe that was just me. Hey, hey. 2-2-2 rule. Try that. Yeah, let's get some baking soda, love and romance, love and happiness in our marriage. You're real talk. I like that.
His last two. Vanilla abstract.
Okay, I like that.
Vanilla extract. I said abstract. Vanilla extract. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
equals gratefulness. Yeah. Let's be grateful for our spouses.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for you.
Yeah, real talk.
And I need to work on not just being grateful for you, but displaying my gratefulness for you.
Yeah, I love that, babe. And vice versa as well. I think what happens is when we get into an argument, now the gratefulness kind of ebbs away. We use less vanilla extract.
Yeah.
So where it took the tablespoon, I ain't putting none.
Yeah.
I ain't putting, but lo and behold, something happened to one of us. Yo, I'm telling you on air in front of Urban Soul TV. Yo, it's gonna wreck me, my dude.
I know.
So I don't have time to stay in my anger. Do you? Do you really have time to stay in your anger? Dude, we only have time now to put some more vanilla extract in there. Yeah. And here's when it really the rubber hits the road. When you are angry, are you still gonna put the baking soda and the vanilla extract in there? Oh, you gonna deliberately do like this? I ain't doing it. Nah, we gotta humble ourselves, man.
Humble ourselves. Be grateful.
Yeah.
Last one.
Okay.
Icing.
Icing.
Some cakes require icing and some don't. So you know what I mean? So because
I like icing.
You can have a real good pound cake, like my pound cake don't have no icing on it. My
cream
cheese pound cake don't have that.
Big ups to Kalisha again. My gosh.
I might want. Okay. Yeah. Icing equals appreciation.
Ooh,
okay. So it's grateful, being grateful, but appreciation. It's the icing on top.
Y'all got that?
It's the icing. Appreciate your spouse.
And here's the thing, though. Just talking about this, dude, we could all make some more cakes to give to our spouse or whatever. Dude, appreciation. So how does that look? Man, you sending a text to your girl and saying, hey, I just want to tell you I love you. Hey, a massage, you're not asking for nothing. Flowers. I
love flowers.
Yeah, just Kay knows, man, even though my head be sweating, y'all see me rocking with my towel, but she knows I just like her just saying, hey, just rubbing my head or whatever. Those type things. So appreciation, man. The love languages, babe. Because we got a little bit of time. T Boogie said we got about 10 minutes. Hey, the love languages, dude, that's appreciation, right?
Yeah.
Yours is gifts.
It is. It is.
Man.
Let me just put some in y'all spirit real quick.
Put it in there.
I was talking to one of my friends shared something with me last week, and I sent it out to a few of my girls, and I told you today.
Okay.
And she was saying about the love language. Since you brought the love language real quick, and it was saying that your love language is all the things that you didn't get as a child.
Interesting.
Typically, your love language now as an adult is all the things that you didn't get as a child. So if your love language, and I started thinking mine being gifts and everything. I'm like, I didn't get a lot of gifts as a kid.
Right.
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't get. So maybe that's why I'm so like, give me gifts. I like gifts. Give me gifts because I didn't get very many when I was a kid. So
interesting.
I think about that. And yours is touch. Yeah. Did you get hugs and kisses?
No, that's not Brooklyn, son.
Yeah. See,
no, that's not how we get down.
See, yeah, so,
at all. Now I overgive it. I'll tell Cass in a minute. Brothers at the church, like, I love you, man. They're like, what you talking about, bro? You know, so I tell all our family, I love them. My kids. I think because but I'd be interested in hearing what a person says that their love language, like acts of service or words of affirmation. So maybe the acts of service, nobody ever did anything for them, or words of affirmation, nobody said encouraged them or gave them any words of. So now that's interesting. I'd be interested in hearing what other folks.
The author was unknown. The person that said the quote was unknown, but I thought that was pretty powerful though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let me tell you this real quick, and then we're gonna get to the JM2C real quick, everybody. We also talk. There's some ingredients that we don't need.
Yeah, you don't need them in there, bro.
We don't need for our marriage. One of them is vinegar.
Why are you putting vinegar in?
We don't need vinegar in your cake.
Why are you putting that in the marriage cake?
Yeah, we don't need vinegar.
Yeah.
And then
vinegar is what, man?
It represents a bad attitude.
Ooh, we all putting some vinegar in the cake, bro.
Right.
Get that out of here, man.
And then sardines. Sardines. You're not putting sardines in the cake. I can't see that time, Jay.
Yeah, we got 9 minutes.
Okay, so sardines. You cannot put no sardines in the cake, man. Sardines represents cussing your husband, cussing your spouse out.
Hey, I know we didn't say cursing. I'm gonna cuss you out, bro.
Yeah, it's not good.
So,
what about barbecue sauce?
Come on.
We don't need that. That means no self-care, no self-grooming.
Yeah.
We don't need that. So you know what? We don't need no barbecue sauce in our cakes, okay?
Tough. Hey, so that means you got to wipe your tail, bro.
You do these last two, babe.
Don't come to bed, your tail all spongy. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Oh, chocolate. Bro, silly. Wipe your tail, man. Come on, just be real. Turkey meat. Is that one? Okay. Hey, that's physical and emotional abuse. Come on, we need to watch that.
Right.
And be careful with that.
Definitely. Don't do it.
Yeah, real talk.
Don't just, we don't need that. Don't put that in your cake.
Hey, chitlins. That's you having a sugar honey iced tea all up in your marriage.
SHIT.
Just stuff that don't even need to be there, man. Just making up arguments and complaining and just crass and rude and just ornery and angry all the time, bro.
We don't need that.
It's like, bro, come on, man. This is the one you said
not
I'm
shitties,
rocking with her for the rest of my life.
But shitty.
Yeah.
You don't want that in your marriage. You don't want that.
Iced tea, you don't need that.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. I'm like, bro, she doesn't say the word.
Sorry, I started to spell it out.
Don't get us, man. Real talk.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah, you don't need that stuff, man.
So I was thinking, like I was saying before, that there are definitely all these ingredients that were needed in your marriage. And I was thinking, so as I was putting together, again, I'm starting to think of just different ingredients that we do need in our marriage. So I'm thinking, like, you know what, we do need patience too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to think of of an ingredient, because we definitely need patience in our marriage. We need to be patient with our spouses.
Yeah, I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Okay, so let me let's go through let's read this JM2C real quick,
JM2C. Yeah, just my 2 cents.
Just my 2 cents.
Hey, look, you ain't got to accept it. It's just
my 2 cents.
That's all.
Okay. So hi TMTU. My name is Jada and I'm 26 years old. I recently got married to my husband Scott, and I do not have any children. I'm sorry, and Scott and I do not have any children together. About 4 weeks ago, I came home from work early and Scott was in the backyard on the phone. I thought nothing of it at first. Before he hung up the phone, I heard him tell the person on the other end of the phone that he needed more time to tell me about the baby. He said that he loved his son, but he did not think I would understand. When Scott came in the house and saw me, he looked like he saw a ghost. I asked him what the conversation was about, and he said he couldn't talk about it. After an hour of going back and forth, Scott finally told me that before we got married, he found out his ex was pregnant. He shared that she gave birth to a baby boy today and wanted him to come to the hospital. I felt like my heart stopped. I felt like I was in a daze. It's like I've gone mute. I haven't said any words to Scott since that day and feel so deceived. I feel so deceived, and because he knew about the baby prior to us getting married. He and I were just about to try to have children, and he knew that I did not want a man with kids. What should I do?
Man. Okay, where you going with that? Just your 2 cents.
that's a doozy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can understand that. I can understand that. I see the deceit. I see the I mean, I'm sure that for him, I'm sure for him it was fear, but I see the deceit in that. He knew that he had the girl pregnant prior to getting married.
Oh, she told, because I didn't get all that out of it, but I believe
he said she knew. So, babe, if the lady gave birth to the baby on that day that she came home in the backyard on the phone, if she gave birth, that means 9-10 months ago she was pregnant, babe.
Okay, all right.
And she said they just recently got married.
Okay.
So, which means he had to have known.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by the deceit.
Okay, I can get with that.
I'm gonna say my 2 cents is, she said, what should I do? I'm definitely gonna say, you're gonna have to go ahead and go before the throne on that one.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Go before the throne. And if you feel like that's something that you cannot handle, then I would have the marriage annulled. If that's not something that I feel, because how do you, I mean, maybe try counseling, maybe try everything that you can do prior to that. But if that's something that you feel like you cannot get past, I feel like don't waste more time and I can't get past this. And then now 10 years are gone by. Now, you know what? I just can't get past that. And then you still, Right. If you feel like you can't deal with it, then I say go ahead and rock.
Right.
And roll.
I hear you on that. I hear you. Rock and roll. Hey, it is unfortunate. And it is a tough one. I think
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. God has a way of giving detours. It's not what you expected. You thought you were good to go, and out of nowhere, here comes this detour. Matter of fact, it might even be a U-turn. Are you going to deal with it or not? Now, with your free will, you definitely have an option to roll out. Again, I always look at it from a biblical standpoint. Okay, is it abuse? Is it abandonment? Is it adultery? I don't know if it falls into that. So, I think you got a bonus son now. Or a bonus daughter now.
It's a boy.
And there you go. So you have a bonus son, and now it's time to work as a team of how are we going to maneuver in this detour now. And guess what? It's going to be hard. You're going to be in the kitchen and it's going to get real hot. But I think the counseling will help. I think if you did stay, I think God is going to bless even more, because I believe God is into those type of things. He wants us to stay in the kitchen to be refined, because you wind up loving that baby. You wind up, saying, man, this is my dude, that type thing. But how will you know if you don't stay?
Right.
Because you go, so.
Because you don't say because you go.
Yeah. So I would say, look, let's not make any irrational decisions right now when we're emotional. Right. Yeah. You can get on them. Oh, you're getting a whooping because you lied to me. Right. You withheld something from me. Right. Which, unfortunately we do in marriage sometimes. We hurt each other. But man, can we get through the hurt? Dang.
You need some milk on that one.
Yeah.
You need some milk.
You need 8 cakes coming at one time. Butter. Vanilla extract, sugar, baking soda. You need all of that, bro. So I pray that you put that in your marriage, man, and you make this cake. Real talk.
For sure.
All right. Hey, TMTU. We are out. Hey, again, big ups to y'all. Big ups to our sponsors. Hey, you can check us again on YouTube, the Marriage Tune -up, and of course on urbansoultv.com. All right, we're gonna see y'all. Love y'all.
Peace.
Woke up, still smiling, sun shining, feel fine, and yo, it's one person I got to thank. And no, it ain't your mama or your Uncle Hank, it's Jesus, the one that'll get you going, keep you flowing high. You already know, and he'll lift you up, pick you up, get you up, he'll set you up in a life with less strife. That's just right, with pure love and more light. As long as you live it, but he got you. And now that you free, what's the plan for you? You better get him, let him, live him, kiss him, miss him, bug him, hug him, love him. And please stop talking this, that, and the third, and just focus on God in his word. Cause I'm lit, I'm free, the light I see. switch it up. I'm